Everybody, Cody here with Let's Talk About Scents. Today we are going to be talking about a perfume brand by the name of City Rhythm. City Rhythm is created by none others than Mr. Niles Ramadhin. He has sent me over these three samples right here. We have San Diego, also known as Pacific Sunset, Manhattan, and then we have, last but not least, Miami. Let me give you a little backstory behind City Rhythm. Now, I'm going to leave all of this in the description. This is a very detailed story of how Niles came up with City Rhythm. Niles migrated from the Caribbean at age 12. For Niles, coming over to the States, this was a huge culture shock for Niles. Completely unlike anything that he had experienced. So he spent his childhood laboring jobs that most would seem, it would just seem unfit for us to do. We all know of hard jobs over here, and we know what they consist of. Niles had to experience that firsthand. So he spent all of his time as a child just growing up, working really, really hard in the city of Manhattan, laboring jobs. But Niles had one thing in mind, and that was a bottle of Gucci Pour Homme 2. Niles wanted to smell good. Just like all of us, just like all of you tuning into this, we want to know about fragrances and we want to smell good. We want to experience them. We have that love for it, have that passion. This right here, working those hard jobs just to get that, and then him getting his hands on that bottle, smelling that, and smelling damn good for the first time, only created a brighter future for Niles. City Rhythm was then born, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very condensed version of this story, as this story is very detailed on what Niles thought, went through, and how he created this brand. I'm going to leave the website to City Rhythm in the description. You guys have to go and check it out, have to read this backstory. As you know, I love an amazing backstory behind a brand, behind a company, always giving that ode to that dedication, to the blood, sweat, and tears that went into something. Just makes it that much sweeter to wear those fragrances and to be a part of that. So, Niles, absolutely awesome. Love your backstory, man. But not as much as I love these fragrances. These are 50% extracts. These are going to last on your skin for 10 to 12 hours, 24 hours on clothing. These are absolute sillage, longevity, and projection killers. They are fantastic. Love these. These fragrances have been made by Niles to evolve from your day into the evening. So from the day that you put them on, from that morning time until that nightlife, until you go out, these fragrances are going to evolve and change. And I can go ahead and vouch for all three of these. They do exactly that. Niles, phenomenal work. Thank you so much for sending these to me. These are absolutely fantastic. So, up first, we're going to talk about Manhattan. Manhattan is the first creation from Niles. This is the birth of it all, as you heard, and as you will read from his story. This is what started it all right here. This fragrance has notes of bergamot, cinnamon, violet leaf, tea, frankincense, myrrh, pimento pepper, labdanum, tobacco leaf, vanilla, vetiver, and cedar. This fragrance, so good, so well-rounded, has a super bright opening. You get a lot of that brightness from that bergamot, comes through right at the start, some of that violet leaf shining through. You're going to have a sweet cucumber grassiness, almost a very fresh sweetness that comes from that violet leaf. Then you're going to get a lot of that spiciness from the cinnamon and the pimento pepper. Huge spicy burst comes through the center of that. This is going to dry down later into your evening. Like I said, I mean, you're looking at 8, 8 to 12 hours plus on the skin. I mean, I got 10 to 12 easy. You are going to get a ton of that rich tobacco and smooth, creamy vanilla all on the dry down of this. It is so nice, such a well-rounded scent. All of these are unisex, by the way. Some of them, like Manhattan, I believe the dry down leans more masculine, but then you have some that the dry down leans more feminine. The opening's going to lean feminine. The opening's going to be masculine. These are excellent unisex scents. So well-rounded for both sexes. Absolutely phenomenal. You have to love it. They are so good. You've got to try these out. All right. Second up, we are going to have San Diego, also Pacific Sunset. This, to me, was the most complex fragrance out of the group. It is so great. This right here, it's hard to put on which one was my favorite. So I'm not even going to do that. These are all so great. Like, you have to own all these. My biggest regret, I'll just go ahead and tell you, my biggest problem with all of these fragrances is that I do not own a full bottle, and I was not allowed or not able to try, not able to try the new creation that Niles just created. That is my two biggest complaints. I need full bottles of all these. They are that great. I'm so disappointed. I'm almost out of each one of them. I'm so sad. Anyways, all right, notes on this. Juniper berries, blood orange, heliotrope, sea salt, lavender, nutmeg, coriander seed, almond, Moroccan jasmine, violet leaves, iris, beechwood, sea breeze, ambergris, and vanilla. Now you can see why I said it is the most complex. All of those ingredients so complex together, but it makes for an absolute beautiful fragrance. The opening is so sweet and juicy. Tons of that juniper berry, blood orange, all shine through huge on this opening. Love the juiciness of this opening. Every one of these transport you to just vacation mindset. You put these on before you go to work, you're not going to work, you're going to the beach, man. You're walking downtown Manhattan. I mean, you are feeling that set of vacation. So nice. I call them transportation fragrances. That's what I've come up with, and that's what I tell everybody. So great. So in this one, juicy opening, then you're going to get a ton of that fresh sea breeze, saltiness comes through. Oh my gosh, that heliotrope sea salt. I mean, it's very fresh sea breeze, ocean accord. A lot of, you get some of the marine notes from that ambergris. It is super nice. Slight floral from the jasmine, violet, and iris. Then you have a sweet, creamy, woody dry down from the ambergris and vanilla. Man, that's so good. God, it's so good. And it transforms just like all of these on the skin. So me smelling the bottle right there, I am experiencing the opening. Other than that, the transition, all of those notes I just listed, you are going to experience just about every single one of those. So if you hear me reading these notes and you say, oh man, that sounds fantastic, I love lavender and I love juniper berries, go ahead and act on it, because you're going to experience every bit of it, and you're going to experience the finest quality of it too. Like, it is all so great. Miami, last but not least. Oh my God, it's so good, man. So good. This was created by Niles, and it reminded him of the Caribbean, reminded him of home, and you can absolutely smell it. Has coconut, lime, saffron, sugarcane, ylang ylang, jasmine, osmanthus, rum, ambergris, tonka bean, cedar, and tobacco leaf. Huge tropical vibes. Coconut, lime, right off the start. Tropical, puts you in that I'm in Miami, I'm on the beach, suntan lotion, mixed drinks, super vacation vibe fragrance. You get a ton of that tropical opening. You're going to get it's almost a smooth leatheriness from the saffron. It gives it just a very clean leather scent, close into the middle, dry down, dark booziness from that rum coming in, slight spice. Yeah, you get a slight spice from the tonka bean and the ambergris, and that woodiness of the cedar, very slight in that dry down, but most of this one is going to be bright, tropical, refreshing, and then that dark, boozy rum and those earthy, clean notes from that saffron. Man, so great. I absolutely love Miami. That's the one I've worn the most out of all, and that has been my most complimented out of all of these. So I highly recommend all three of these. But if you want to grab some compliments, put Miami on. I'm telling you, you will get them right off the start. Guys, that's all for City Rhythm. Niles, thank you so very much, man, for sharing these creations with me. They are absolutely fantastic. I need to own full bottles of all these, and I hope to keep these in my collection and never run out, and I really have to try the new creation. I am so thankful that I was able to be a part of this and do this review for you and put my nose on these. They have been fantastic, so thanks again, man. Guys, if you liked what you've seen, be sure to go and check out City Rhythm. Show Niles some love. I'm going to leave his information to his website and his Instagram in the description like I always do. Be sure to hit this thumb, subscribe, leave a comment. I love responding to your all's comments. Ask me any questions. I'll be sure to answer them, and we'll have another review up for you next time. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you later.